everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to diamond painting WIP and Chat, Christmas WIP and Chat, winter WIP and Chat. Don't know what it's called, the advent calendar WIP and Chat. Let me flip this around. Actually, no, let me do it this way because I don't know, because I think when I edit I flip it the other way around my screen. I don't know, but well, this is the way I'm working anyway. We are on number 5. Today's the 4th day of December. So I went ahead and I did the 4th square last night to play catch up. I did 1, 2, and 3 last night. I did do a short video on number 1. Then I went ahead and did 2, 3, and 4. The squares were breezing by and they were feeling super easy. In case you don't know what canvas I'm working on for the month of December for our winter theme, it's our Snow Queen. At least that's what she looks like to me, a Snow Queen. So that's what we're calling her. We're working on number 5 today, possibly number 6, depending on how fast I can diamond paint. So far, yeah, it's been tons of color blocking, and it's been a real joy. It's been a real joy, you guys. So I might go ahead and do the rest of this row tonight. Some of it you're probably not going to see on camera. I really want to get this done because every time I see something is an easy finish, I just want to hurry up and do it. So I'll try to save some squares for WIP and Chats or something, or a short video, something. The diamond painting putty I switched to, it's still working with Rose Mud diamond painting putty, the original formula. Just in case you are new here and this is your first time seeing the video and you are curious about this putty, if you are a hard presser like I am and you want to purchase Rose Mud diamond painting putty, go with the original formula. The original formula is for hard pressers. Do not go with the 2.0 because I think it's on the softer side and I think it would just make a complete mess if you are a hard presser, and I don't think it does very good with ABs. I'm not sure of the technicalities, but all I know is originals for hard pressers, 2.0 is not. Scent is Christmas wreath. Isn't it very fitting? It's very fitting. So, and I'm still working with this tray. I am loving it by Flawa. I don't know how you say it. This is the tray. This is the spout. They have this kind of like washi tape effect on the back here, which I've absolutely been enjoying. So I'm just going to clean out my pen really quick and then reload it fresh. And this putty smells like a Christmas tree. It smells like pine, like a pine tree. It smells great. A little too much putty on there. Trying to take some of the excess off. I always make the mistake of not taking the excess off my multi-placer, and then it gets all over my canvas, and there you have it. What color do I want to start with? There's mostly J's, which is like a blue-gray color. Actually, it's really dark. It's darker than that. I think I'm going to start with the J, number 16. And thank God, thank you, Jesus, we have a canvas finally that's kind of like, it's almost in order. 1 is 1, and then this is where we screw up. 2 is 3, 3 is 4, 4 is 6, 5 is 8, 6 is 9. They could have done a little bit better. I don't know why they just didn't stick with 1 is 1, 2 is 2 type of deal. I don't know why they just couldn't do that. But it's whatever. It's still more in order than the last canvas I was working on. That was a friggin' disaster. So number 16. Yeah, I think number 16 is 939. Yes, it is a 939. So if you diamond paint, then you already damn well know what a 939 color looks like. You're not going to be able to tell from my screen. It's navy blue. It's a dark navy blue. And I have to say, I'm going to say it off the back, just like in the last canvas, the 310s. You know, I always tell you when my AliExpress canvas is the 310s, the pitch black, always is dusty and crusty and always has little bits and bobs in it. That seems to be the case with the 939, and maybe the 310 in this one. I believe there's 310 in this also. Let's see, little particles in this one. Yeah, and this is the 939. So yeah, it's in the 939, and I believe it's in the 310. So I don't know, it's like the dark, it's something with dark colors. I don't understand it. But anyways, so I had an interesting interesting day at work today. I walked into one employee basically running out like in a hurry. And I was on the phone with the pharmacy trying to get my prescription transferred to another pharmacy because my pharmacy had to order it, and I need that prescription for my appointment tomorrow at the doctor's office in the morning. So that wasn't going to work. So while I'm trying to do all that before I come into work, then my coworker is like running out and he's trying to talk to me while I'm on the damn phone. He's like, oh, I left this for you. I left this for you. I'm sorry. I had to go. Something happened. I had to go. I have to go. Okay. Okay, Susan, you go. I don't know what his deal was this morning. And then I found out he had to, you know, he was only scheduled till 9, which was the time I was coming in. So, I mean, he had to go anyway. But I don't know what his rush was. He was pointing at his hand a lot. I don't know if he burnt his hand on the oven. He hurt himself. Am I in? I'm trying. My camera keeps trying to focus every time my hand comes into the picture. I'm very sorry. I don't know how to fix that problem. Yeah, and then found out when I walked into the bakery that I was all by myself today. My boss wasn't there. The full-timer wasn't there. People who are supposed to be making me lists and giving me directions, because I'm still new and I really don't know that bakery all that well still yet. Everybody was off. One was on vacation. She's on vacation the whole week, the full-timer. So I won't be seeing her the rest of the week. And my boss will be back tomorrow. But yeah, I had to be by myself, which was not too bad. But then I went into a little bit of panic mode because I look to these people being there for answers when I have questions, because I have so many questions, because I'm still, yes, I've been with the company 6 years. I should know how to run the bakery. I technically do not. I know how to run my bakery, the bakery that I came from. I don't know how to run this new place that I got transferred to. I don't know how to run that bakery. I sure as hell had to figure it out today. I would have appreciated a forewarning, like, by the way, when you come in, you're gonna be by yourself on Wednesday. And on top of it, I actually had a coworker working with me today, another part-timer, and she did all of 30 minutes of work, and then she had to go upstairs. You know, when you work for a grocery store, I don't know about any other grocery store, but the one I work for, every couple months or weeks or whatever, there's tests on computers that you have to take about sanitation, hygiene, sexual harassment, stuff like, you know, typical workplace crap. And I guess she was overdue for taking all her tests. So she did 30 minutes of work and then she disappeared to take her test. I didn't see her the rest of the shift. So technically, all in all, I worked by myself today. The only pleasant thing about that is I was able to have, remember we discussed in my last WIP and Chat, I think, that it's been difficult to get my calories in because I'm not having my mid-morning snack that I'm accustomed to having, that I should be having. With this new stomach, I should be having a snack between breakfast and lunch, mid-morning snack. Yeah, and I don't get multiple 15-minute breaks, nor do I think I'm allowed to take them. And no, I haven't bothered to ask anybody because it just doesn't seem like the group that would allow something like that. So I kind of suffer in silence and starve. And today that didn't happen. I packed a little bag of like 1 ounce bag of cashews, and I kept them in my pocket, and I was able to have my snack while I was working today. It was very good. It was wonderful. So I believe I'm going to be getting all my calories in by the end of the day today. I feel very happy about that because it's a serious, I mean, and people are like, oh, how bad could it be that she's not eating that many calories? And, you know, the point is to lose weight so you don't eat that many calories. Well, no, that's actually not the case when you have 80% of your stomach removed permanently. No. You know, your dietitian, your nutritionist gives you a certain amount of calories to stick to. And if you don't stick to those calories every single day or around about what you should be sticking to, you're at risk for nutritional deficiencies, hair loss, brittle nails, tooth loss, the whole shebang. Should I go on? I mean, I think hair loss is enough. And I've had a little bit of extra hair loss while detangling my hair this week when it was wash day. So I'm already in panic mode because I know damn well I wasn't getting in calories like I was supposed to. So I got a little scared about that. So I'm really trying to up my game on getting calories in. Yeah, I don't want to play that hair loss game. I really don't, because I hear it's pretty bad for some people when they lose their hair with the new stomach. It's like they literally bald. They have bald spots, and I really don't want that. I don't want a bald spot unless I intentionally put it there. I used to have a half a bald head. I used to have a half a shaved head. But I don't want that haircut anymore. So, yeah. So, I was super happy that nobody was, like, working with me. When I really came to terms and thought about it hard, I was kind of glad nobody was working with me, because nobody was over my back. Nobody was bothering me. Nobody was talking to me. Nobody was nagging me. Nobody was there. It was just me, myself, and I. It was pretty pleasant. So, the part-timer did had to put her little 2 cents in, though, today. She felt like she had to make it her business to ask me pretty much about me not working weekends. It's not your business, but no, I don't, because she asked me, do you always take Saturday, Sunday, Monday off? I said, for the longest time that I can remember, I have. I used to work them all the time, and now I take them off. I don't want to work them anymore. I enjoy my Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. I'm sorry, other than work all the goddamn time, I have other things to be doing with my life at home that I feel, you know, I shouldn't have to explain myself. And she just kept going on and on about working weekends. I get it, Karen. It's a grocery store. Usually they expect you to work weekends, but this isn't ShopRite, okay? We're not the big hot head honcho. We don't make business like that. And anyways, not like it's her business, but let's think about it. There's 6 other employees in this bakery. Okay, you can maybe argue that you would need me to work a weekend here and there. If there was only 4 of us total working in the bakery, there's 6 fucking employees working. Excuse my language. There's 6 of us. And out of the 6, there's 1, 2, including me, 3, 4. There are 5 part-timers. That's unheard of. I'm sorry, but you don't need me. You don't. Unless like 2 people, part-timers, went on vacation and you are in desperate need, we can argue it then. But you don't need me. You don't. You didn't need me on Thanksgiving either. I'm sorry. I'm pretty bitter about that one. I haven't worked on Thanksgiving in many, many years. My boss was always nice about giving me Thanksgiving off. And most holidays like Easter, he just gives them to me off because there's no purpose for me to, all these employees to be in the bakery. There's just no point. There's no point. I'm going to do number 2. We're going to do the 310 in this area because it's kind of confettied and it's looking pretty horrible. Did I get more 310? I guess this is the only other spot with 310. Okay. I don't really have a lot of 310 left. It's making me, I think I have some spare 310 in case I actually absolutely need it, but I don't think there's a lot of black on this canvas. There's more blue. But yeah, I mean, still a little bitter about that one. All my family gets to be home. Everybody's off from work. Even Julio's off from his new job on Thanksgiving. And I'm always off on Thanksgiving. Unless there's an emergency. And there's normally not with this grocery store. There was no need for me to be in there. Plus they had 2 other part-timers come in. There was one, I know what his purpose was. Because his job needed to be done. And he's the only other person next to the guy that was off that does it. So that was understandable that he had to be there. And then you have the other part-timer in who does all the bullshit work like I do. So I don't know why you needed 2 people in the bakery doing bullshit work that day. I could have sat home and still gotten paid. Yeah, I got paid for that holiday. There's no reason for me to be in there. I didn't ask for no time and a half. If I want time and a half and I want extra hours, trust me, I make myself known. And I ask for it. I ask for extra hours when I want them. But right now I don't want them. I don't know. I'm just enjoying my free time. Sorry if you can't see what I'm doing, but when I work in a checkerboarded area, I try to be a little speedy about it, and I have to work really close to the area. That's my trick. That's a trick for me. I'm losing the 310. I can't lose any. Yeah, now that I poured the 310 out, actually the 310 isn't the problem this time. The 310 looks rather great. Looks wonderful. It's the 939 that's the issue. So right now I'm testing out my new mug warmer. I got a new mug warmer. I mean, my tea is still warm, but I probably should have heated it up, like, fully hot before I put it on there. I might have to, I keep buying these cheap mug warmers, you know, for $14, $15, and they're just not doing the trick. I'm coming to the conclusion that I'm probably going to have to buy, like, a $30 one in order for my tea to be as warm as I expect it to be. I had a mug warmer that kept my tea and coffee super hot. But it broke really fast. It stopped working. I only had it a couple weeks. I also got that one from Amazon. And it just stopped. It stopped making things super hot, so it doesn't really work as good anymore. I don't get it. I have to pick up Julio in like 15-20 minutes. So let's see if we can finish this square. I don't want to have to cut the video because I don't like doing WIP and Chats when he's home, because I don't like chit-chatting in front of him like that with my friends. It's weird. It's weird to talk in front of the camera and then talk about nonsense and then have somebody sitting in the room with you listening. It's just, it's so odd. So we're going to do the letter L. It's blue. Most of this is blue. We're working, the part that we were working on is the top of her crown. I think this is going to be this row is going to be crown and some hair. I don't know if there's going to be a forehead in there yet. I'm excited to get to her face. I don't want to say it like I have a problem with people's skin tone, because I don't. I'm mixed. Hello. But for some reason, my Caucasian women, diamond paintings, portraits, I never have an issue, you know, with the render of the skin colors that they pick. I've never had an issue with skin. It was always one shot, straight breeze. It was easy. But my women of color, I don't know, they've been a real challenge. And I want them to look good, so I don't leave them looking like crap. Even though the last one, her forehead was still, even though I fixed it up as much as I possibly could, her forehead was still very questionable. Well, the diamond painting is sealed now, so there's nothing I can do about it now. She is the way she is, but I really hope the next woman of color I do, the highlight on the head isn't that bad. I'm praying it's not that bad. Okay, and we're done. One more, I think, with this color. Yay. I'm pretty quick tonight. I'm going. I'm going to do the rest of this row tonight, too. If I was smart, I'd do the rest of this row tonight and then call it quits, save it for tomorrow, and then work on my crochet project, because I really need to be doing that. But I feel it. I'm losing the crojo. I'm losing my crochet mojo. And I'm getting back into diamond painting. I've been thinking about it already, like, ooh, what am I really want to be working on I want to complete all my portraits that I have in the basement. All those AliExpress portraits I stocked up on, I really want to complete them all. And I want to get a nice number of them completed by the new year. I think that would be a really great accomplishment. So I think after this, we're going to do another, I think we're going to just stick with portraits. We're just going to keep doing portraits until I get down to my last couple. Yeah, I'm feeling the motivation there for that. I really want to work on portraits. I want my portraits up on the wall hanging. I feel motivated to complete them. You know, there was that one YouTuber. She's really inspiring. I forgot her name. If you know her name, feel free to let us know in the comments. She did like a series of videos where she basically said she wasn't going to buy any more, for any circumstance, any more diamond paintings. She was going to work what was in her stash. She was going to finish everything that was in her stash. I think she had 50 paintings in her stash, which technically for a typical diamond painter, that it's a lot, but it's not a lot, because there are people that have diamond paintings in the hundreds. in their stash. So, I mean, she was on the lower side of the collection, but I mean, 50 still to have to work through 50. But see, the 50 that she had to work through were all like Diamond Art Clubs and Dreamer Designs and really nice premium companies. So they were all very large canvases. So it was going to take her time. So yeah, and wouldn't you know, I believe she did end up completing all of her canvases out of her stash. She completed all of them. And as a treat, she bought some new ones. But I want to be like that. That's very motivating. I want to be like that. I want to complete all my portraits in my stash. I really do. And I'm not counting my Camilla de Arago pictures as, even though they're portraits, I'm not counting them as a portrait, even though it is a portrait. I'm counting the ones of like realistic women's faces as portraits. Most definitely. Are these all 6s and 9s? Or they're all, oh, we have some 9. Okay, so the one thing I can't stand about this, they did the 6s and 9s in the same color background. So here we have a 6 and here we have a 9. That is so easy to screw that up. I almost did it a couple times yesterday. So number 6 is number 4. 4 is 6. There we go. It's like a gray slate color. A lot of this is still background, I think. So yeah, I better tread carefully on these numbers. Yeah, so I think we're gonna make it into well, I already technically have a series playlist, which if you haven't seen it, if you're not one to browse series, I have a series playlist called the Serious Lady Diamond Paintings. And when I first started buying these portraits, all these women don't really smile. They got the resting bitch serious face on. So I called it the Serious Lady Diamond Painting Series. And I actually have that playlist up. And I think I'm going to add to it. And I'm going to continue on this path. And I'm going to keep working through my stash until I get sick of it, of course, because that always happens. And I have some that I've already started on. I have a woman of color from Temu that I'd start on. See, the problem is the ones that are whips. I didn't really do a good, I didn't really do a good job of labeling the drill organizers that they're sitting in. So it's like guesstimating on, what organizer the drills that match the whip is in. I should have done a better job of that, and I didn't think of it at the time. That's going to be tricky. It's going to be very tricky. Okay, let's do the 9s. Let's get the 9s out of the way. So number 6 is number 9. It's another slate color. I don't know why they made it so similar. But I have no doubt, because these colors are very similar, this background is going to be very blended. It's going to look great. I was questioning her crown a little bit. It didn't look so detailed. But from far away, you can tell it's a crown. It's a crown or a snowflake crown. Okay, we got Q's, I's, and B's left, and we're done with this square. And it's going to be 30 minutes. Wow. Let's do the Q's, number 22. Because then I gotta go. Feels like it was very short whip and chat. I'm sorry. But these squares are, these advent calendar squares, they're much tinier. These, I think, are like 3x3s. I'm used to working in I think the Diamond Art Club ones. Let's see. Which are 4x4 or 5x5. Yeah, see, big difference. I'm used to working in a square section this big. which takes me about an hour. And this is the size of the advent calendar squares, so much smaller section. Doesn't matter. I mean, I really like these release papers. They're very nice. Okay, 2 more colors. And then I gotta brave the cold weather. I gotta go pick up Julio from work. And letter B, which is number 8. I have some really pretty blues in this canvas. This is like a very, very blue canvas. Monochromatic type of deal. Blues and whites. They did put a couple ABs in this kit. Let me see. 1, 2, 3 ABs. 3 different colors. Great, we're done. Okay, you guys. I gotta go pick up my better half and go reheat my tea. Oh, is this gonna be a problem? I know I didn't miss these spots. These diamonds fell off the canvas. I don't like that. This is why, yeah, a couple diamonds that I already placed yesterday fell off the canvas. Or they're lifting. I'm noticing some lifting. I don't know why. These are rounds. Rounds don't, I mean, you could have rounds that lift, but rounds don't lift. Squares lift because squares are hard to fit in place. Squares lift. Round drills barely touch. So I don't understand why they'd be lifting. The canvas seems perfectly sticky. Number 10. There is no doubt that I'm going to have to roll this canvas and seal it. Oh, most definitely she's going to be sealed. You know what you know what it is? These, even though this is a round drill canvas, these drills are fitting pretty close, pretty snug together. Yeah, they're like on top of each other. I know I don't place perfect. I really don't. And probably if I placed a little bit better, maybe they wouldn't be so on top of each other. But even still, they're very snug. I just keep seeing them lift. Whoops. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. Anyway, so we finished our advent calendar square number 5. Tonight, I'm going to go ahead and do at least 6, 7, and 8 at least. If I'm feeling up to it and I have the time, maybe I'll do 9. Sorry, I'm skipping ahead. But there's just so many diamond painting projects now that I am feeling the motivation. I want to get through them as quickly as possible. I know some people who diamond paint don't like that. They don't like working like that. I do, because I have so many crafts, crocheting, you know, doing my nails. Listen, doing your nails is a craft. Coloring. Just, I'm into just doing so much. And there's just so much time in the day. So yeah, this is her crown, her snowflake crown. We'll see. I think it'll look a little bit better. They put a little AB in the middle. I think that's pretty. But yeah, I just, you know, when there's just so little time when you go to work, I don't have the luxury of sitting home all day. You know, I do actually go to work a couple days a week. And I feel like that just takes so much time out of my damn day. Free, you know, that I could be spending on time on things that I want to do. So, but I need money, so I gotta go to work. Work comes first. So, you know, when I am at home, the little bit of time I have while I'm awake, which is another reason why I'm up so late, and I'm up till like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm up so late is because I'm trying to fit in all my crafts, and half the time I'm making gifts for people, you know, I'm trying to get things done. So yeah, I big apologies if, you know, if you were hoping that every square I would do a WIP and Chat, and that was the plan from the beginning, but that is not going to be feasible for me because I already want to pick out a new canvas. I want to go back to working on probably one of my WIPs and finish that up, or I want to start a new portrait. I really want to see how many now I want to set a new goal. I want to see how many portraits I can get done by January, or end of January. Let's say end of January, New Year. So this shouldn't take me that long. It seems like there's a lot of color blocking. I'm doing great. I'm making great time on this so far. There's a lot of color blocking on it. Not too much confetti, so I'm able to breeze through these sections really, really quick. So, but I'm gonna try to fit in at least one more WIP and Chat, maybe one more short video of me diamond painting on high speed or something like that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But anyways, if you are new here and you're enjoying the content, stay a while. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. That way you get notified anytime I upload a new video. If you are returning, thank you for returning and joining me in today's video. I greatly appreciate you stopping by. So without further ado, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.